Hello there, guys. I hope that I am prepared. I'm late because I couldn't really get this earring in, these nails. They're too long, so I couldn't get this earring in, and that set me back a little bit. But these are pretty earrings. You see, they're little hearts, and I like to thank Barbara for giving them to me. And then Barbara gave me this Believe necklace and my hoax bracelet I have on. Gosh, let me try to bring it down so you guys can see. And I have on my hoax. Can you see it? My hoax bracelet as well. So thank you, Barbara. I'm wearing the stuff I didn't forget about you. And I hope you're feeling better today. Anyway, guys, I have a little bit of some stuff to tell you guys. But the death hoax made Tosh.o on Comedy Central and on iTunes. Okay, his name is Dead Carpet. And he's been emailing me for a while. He's been on, he's a death hoaxer. He does a lot of videos on YouTube. But he was on Tosh.o and he brought up the Michael Jackson death hoax. So that was my surprise to show you guys. All right, I'm going to turn my camera around. All right, we're going to watch his part. I'm going to turn my, so I'm not, my reflection isn't there. So let me make sure my volume's up. Okay, my volume is up, and we're going to watch ourselves on, the Michael Jackson death hoax. We're going to watch it on there we go. Tosh.o on Comedy Central. Okay, this is the part he's on the show for about 6 minutes. So I just fast forwarded to the part that he talks about the Michael Jackson death hoax.
Gonna stay seductress.
Who are some of your musical influences?
Well, I really like Michael Jackson. I really like Lady Gaga and Troye Sivan.
Why do you think Michael Jackson is still alive?
And this is my long-awaited series premiere of Michael Jackson Death Hoax Theories, episode number 1. It's episode number 7, number 13. Well, on his album cover, it said alive on his lips, if you look close and zoom in.
And that's it? That's the reason?
Mm-hmm. And there are some other reasons, too.
Oh, what were the other ones?
Well, there was this one guy named Peter Pan PYT. He had, his voice sound similar to him. And he created his Twitter account the day before he died.
That's suspicious.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with your signature sign-off?
Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Peace out. See you guys later.
Okay, so I thought, I'm turning the camera. So I thought that was pretty cool, right? The death hoax and Peter Pan PYT, a.k.a. Peter Medani, a.k.a. the gloved_1, a.k.a. the greatest milestone, a.k.a. Bobby Anderson, a.k.a. Michael Joe Jackson. Okay, so he has all these roles. Of course, he says he's not Michael. That's what he says. But he does so many Michaeling things that you just wonder about him. And I get so much, I get so much hate because he's done some magnificent things with me too. And I get so much hate. I'd like to thank the Twitter group, the Twitter account, Peter Medani. It is Sarah and Cole. Thank you so much for the support group. And everybody else who supports us, I totally appreciate it. But I want to give a little bit of history. I want people to know that I did not make up Peter Michael Bobby is Michael Jackson. I did not make that up. I did not create that. Okay. This came about before I even talked to him. The first day he called me was January 15, 2012. So I went and did some research to let you guys know that, and I had heard from years that there was some guy named Peter Pan PYT that was Michael online. And I was like, whatever, I wasn't really interested. I didn't reach out to him. He reached out to me a few times before he first called me. He happened to know when I was going to be interviewing Brandon Howard, which was crazy to me, which is before he called, months before he called me. He said, thanks for doing the interview. And I was like, what? And then I went back, and that was the same exact day that I had confirmed that I was going to interview Brandon Howard. That was so weird. Okay, and then some other stuff happened, but I'm not going to get too much into it, except for he did say that he joined his Twitter on June 24th. But I want to go back to some things, and I'm going to turn my camera around, and we're going to go over some stuff. Okay, we're going to go over lots of stuff. Hi, Janet. There's lots of stuff. Okay, this is Peter Pan PYT's MySpace account that he created 11/19/2005. Okay, and he is saying that he is not Michael Jackson and that Michael's death is not a hoax. Okay, and this was July 23rd, 2009. Okay, just to be fair. And I want to go get some more stuff. Okay, now, Michael had an unreleased song called Behind the Mask. Not very many people knew Michael had an unreleased song called Behind the Mask until the Michael album came out. And this is his post from March 26, 2008, where he writes a poem, Behind the Mask. Okay? So he's been he's been doing Michael stuff for a long, long time. Okay, there's more stuff. This, like I said, his MySpace page. More savings for the MySpace page. Okay, this is him joining Twitter on June 24th, 2009 at 3:29 a.m. Okay, then there is let's see. Okay, and here's another screenshot of him joining Twitter, June 24th, 2009. And then I think I have the follow me page. Yep. And then here's the follow me page. So we have several different ways that you can check when somebody joined Twitter. And they all say June 24, 2009. Now, he plays with time zones and he's played with time zones and everything. But he has got this account suspended. Okay. Because there's a group of people who hate him, hate me, and they want us to, we are the worst people that's ever been born on the face of the earth. And you know, they're obsessed. They think about us all day, every day. All right. Which is not comfortable, you know. But anyway, and since I had that day, I was looking up that date, right? And I found this, something that I had saved, like an article about Michael Jackson's Halloween television special. And he was discussing Thriller and Ghost. And guess what day that they were talking about this? June 24th, the day before the death announcement. So Michael had the living dead on his mind the day before the death announcement. Here's the note that he wrote to Frank Delio and Ken Ehrlich about the Halloween special. And we know we got the Halloween special, right? And I gotta tell you guys this, Pearl's Twitter. Oh my God. Oh, I can just go to my Twitter. Hold on. Let me just go to my Twitter and show you guys. Oh, I should have prepared for this. Oh, if I would have had this prepared, it would have been a bump, 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 bump. Okay. So I got to open up another one. And this is my Twitter page. Okay. Because the Halloween special, right? So this is I'm going to open up my Twitter page. Twitter. Pearl Jr., investigative journalist is who I am. Okay. And look at the day that I joined Twitter. Okay. Join Twitter. Oh, you used to be able to hover over this. You can't hover over it anymore. Okay. Well, I already have it. Okay. I know I have it saved. Okay. So I'm going to turn my camera around so that you guys can at least Pearl Jr. Twitter, September. Okay, I should have had this prepared for you guys. Pearl Jr. Twitter, September. I know I have it, my September. Pearl Jr. Twitter. Oh, what am I doing wrong? Maybe I'm spelling Twitter wrong. Okay, sorry guys. But anyway, and the Halloween special came out the day that I joined Twitter. Wasn't that? Oh, here it is. Pearl Jr. Twitter. Hold on. Here we go. Oh yeah. Okay, let me turn my camera around, okay? Okay. And this is the day that I joined Twitter, September 29th, 2008. And this is the day that the Scream, Michael Jackson Scream album was released, on the same exact day. Okay? So how does he, I'm serious, either he tells everybody in the Michael Jackson world what to do, even the family, what to do, or they, and my birthday is in 1977. I just put 1977 there because it's fun with the sevens, but it's really hidden on my regular Twitter page. But look at that. Okay? How does he do these things if he's not Michael? I'm sorry. If people knew why I believe what I believe, they wouldn't be so hateful and so angry. Maybe they would be excited and happy and nice, okay? But anyway, his Twitter page is down and he had to open up a new Twitter page. All right. So, and then I want you guys to know that I did not invent Peter, Pam, P-Y-T, aka Peter Medani, is Michael Jackson. I didn't invent this. This is, which website is this? This is a hoax forum website. Let's see what the name of this website is. I think it's the Michael Jackson Death Hoax Investigators. And see, these are these are 2010, post on 2010. And they're asking about Peter Pan PYT. No, I've talked to this person, totally rude. I'm sure this isn't Michael. People are believing that he is Michael Jackson. He says he's been a member since 8/27/2009. This is not Michael Jackson's MySpace, okay? So he's saying that he's not Michael in 2009. See, I did not create Peter is Michael. I did not create this. I did not know or talk to him until January 15th, 2012. Everybody is like blaming me for this, okay? When I'm just reporting the facts that I know. That's all I'm doing. It's not a mean thing. I'm a reporter. That's what I do. Here's somebody else who's saying, there's somebody else who says, he never claimed to be MJ. So they're having a big, long discussion about is he Michael Jackson or not? And fans are like, no, he's not. But it's a whole thread about, is he Michael Jackson? Okay. Somebody says, you're like a child. He speaks by Michael's voice and exactly repeats the nuances of his speech. He sings like MJ. He knows everything all about MJ's life. He can imitate the voices of all the relatives of Michael. He has a lot of MJ stuff, jackets, personal photographs, identity card, rare documents signed by hand of Michael. He knows everything about music. He knows many famous musicians and constantly communicates with him. He writes poetry and music. Should I continue? Too many coincidences. I'm just saying, okay? So everybody that's hating on me because I am reporting what I know about him, which is basically in Alive 3, Michael Jackson, The Living Dead, which has a lot more stuff and a lot better stuff than this. I just want you guys to know that I did not first talk to him until January 15, 2012. So this is a 2010 post about, is Peter Michael Jackson? Okay? And he had to address it way back in 2009, right after the death announcement, where he puts band members. This is not Michael Jackson MySpace. This is Peter Pan PYT, and I'm also a huge Jackson fan. My influences are blah, 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 blah. He even has one of the haters' names here because they were cool back then. And he said he's with a label unsigned. So it's not me. I just want you guys to know that I did not make up Peter is Michael. Okay? And he did join Twitter June 24th, 2009. And then he matched, since I made a big deal out that date, then he released the album, the Scream album, on the day I opened my Twitter. How do you do that if you're not Michael Jackson? Okay? I'm just saying. All right? So let's see what else is here. Here we go. Janet with the butterflies. with her metamorphosis, and we know the butterflies are a big death hoax clue. Coincidence? Yes, no, I don't know, but it's worth telling, right? All right, and then I found, okay, I'm gonna turn my camera around. Okay, I found this new clue, right? It's not my clue, but I didn't know about it until like a few days ago. And it's really pretty good, right? It's pretty good. All right. It is Michael's song Threatened, where he says he's the living dead, right? It's on the Invincible album, which is in Alive 2 going to Alive 3. I tell you guys that Michael planned on faking his death during Invincible because of all the numerous amount of songs on there. Heaven Can Wait, Unbreakable, Invincible, Threatened, Butterflies, all those songs, Don't Walk Away, all those songs have relations to Michael faking his death or to still being alive and You Can't Break Me. Well, anyway, so the Threatened song that's on the Invincible album, Michael could not complete faking his death during Invincible because something happened right after the 30th anniversary special, after he recorded it in New York. So you guys watch the Alive trilogy of Michael Jackson documentaries. I promise you won't be disappointed. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to turn my camera around, let you guys watch this. Now, this video is by somebody named Part of History, and this was released March 17th. My daughter's birthday is March 16th. March 17th, 2011, right? And it's about, I'll just read this. Jackson used at the end of his song the famous sample, "What you just witnessed could be the end of a particularly terrifying nightmare." This sample is from the Twilight Zone episode In His Image. Okay, I'm going to play some of this video. In His Image, he tells the story of a man who created a perfect image of himself, just like Jackson created his public persona.
Could be the end of a particularly terrifying nightmare. It isn't. It's the beginning.
Okay, so Michael is telling us, okay, he used that part in Invincible. So he knew that he needed to be someone if he was going to fake his death. So this episode is about a body double. It's about a body double. Okay, wait. The double returns to his creator, desperately looking for the reason why he was created. Okay. Oh, this is good. Okay. The dialogue between the visor and his clone could be perfect dialogue between Michael Joe Jackson and his public figure, the King of Pop. Somebody knew Michael Joe Jackson.
Fact is, you were born a long time ago inside my head. All kids have dreams, don't they? You were mine. The others thought about joining the army or flying to Mars. And they finally grew up and they forgot their dreams. I didn't. I thought about one thing and longed for one thing, always. Just one. A perfect artificial man. Not a robot. A duplicate of a human being. Well, it was harmless. It's not even very imaginative for a child. But then I became an adult. Only somewhere along the line I forgot to grow up, like most geniuses. I kept my dream. I created you, Alan. Is that straight enough for you? Didn't I tell you I wanted a perfect creation? Don't you want to see?
Okay. So, guys, like I tell you guys in the Alive trilogy, right? That, and if you even watch my first Alive, which I finished December 2010, I had already thought that the body had to be somebody else's, right? So in my Alive trilogy, Alive 2, I used testimony from the Conrad Murray trial. I used propofol, which was the cause of death, and that dead body did not have any type of terminal illness. It died of benzodiazepine overdose and propofol overdose. I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but the propofol was injected after death, right? So, I believe that Michael Jackson used a cryonic body double. Everything matches. Somebody who thinks they're smart, but they really aren't, they just want to nitpick, didn't think it through, because in cryonics, they take out your blood, right? But of course, if they plan on bringing you back to life, they have a way of putting the blood back in. So they do blood transfusion. So they put the blood back in. So if the propofol has been sitting in your organs and in your body all that time, when you put back either new blood or the same blood, the propofol is still in the body because it's still in the organs. Okay, because it's sat in the organs. So the propofol is going to show up in the autopsy. Okay, so so that really, for me, and that's the only way he can get the propofol levels to match. So it was a cryonic body double, and people are like, but it matches the mark on his leg, and it matches, this. It's called a body double. So Michael, okay, in 2000, and Invincible came out in 2001, right? Why did he use this episode in his image? There's more stuff too. There's another one. There's a part 1 that's pretty good that I want you guys to see from this same person called Part of History. That's on YouTube. But this one was the best one for me because Michael used that same exact phrase, and he was pointing to this one, and I didn't know anything about this guy, this Part of History channel. I didn't watch it before a few days ago, and Michael left us all kinds of clues to figure out that was not his body, and that was a body double. Okay, now Bobby Anderson, whatever, how does somebody do all the things that he does and not be Michael Jackson? How did someone who people thought was Michael Jackson, even back in 2008, because he did the Behind the Mask, and he was a Michael Jackson fan, and he opened up his MySpace years before. It was after the acquittal, though, because it was November 2005, and Michael got acquitted in June 13th, 2005. So how did somebody who people think is Michael, who knows Michael's things, who does things like Michael, know to join Twitter the day before the death announcement? I mean, that was a good one for me. And even the guy that was clowning our boy Dead Carpet on Tosh.o, he even had to say, yeah, that's a pretty good one. That open Twitter day before death, and that's pretty good. And that's what got me the first time, right? When I looked it up, and I was like, dang, he joined Twitter the day before the death announcement? Okay, that's a good one. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so anyway, I have a historical record. There's always naysayers. There's always somebody say, well, it could mean this, it could mean that, it could. No, what is it? What is it? Michael plays with time zones, okay? And with him playing with time zones, who else would know to play with time zones except for a world traveler? Okay, because he pushed it back 7 hours. Okay, so it's easy to play with time zones on your computer, on the website. The time you opened up the account, you could have played with the time zones then. There's all kinds of tricks. But if I checked on 3 different when did you join Twitter sites and they all said June 24th, 2009, then that's when he opened Twitter. Okay, all right. So anyway, guys, let's see if I have some more stuff for you guys. I do. I wasn't going to get into this, but I'm going to get into it just a little bit. All right. So, we did him. So let me close that one. All right. Remember, how Peter's voice is a little bit different than Michael's, like a speech impediment? Well, I released a video back October 25th, 2018, because Peter sent me this link, right? And I'm going to just play just a little bit of this video. Okay, this, just to set you guys up, this is something that the CIA uses to change your pronunciation. And I had known about it because in Zach O'Malley's book, of Michael Jackson Inc., he talked about when he was a child actor and he acted in one of my favorite movies, which is called Lorenzo's Oil, how they put something in his mouth and made him slur. So then I would tell Peter Michael Bobby, I would say, you got 3 voices. And he would giggle like how you know. I said, you got a real Michael voice, you got a Bobby voice, which is a heavy impediment, and then you have a slight impediment. Well, these devices go up in the roof of your mouth, and they will control how you pronounce words. Okay, so I'm just going to play some of this. I have the
Change your enunciation. They can cause a slight lisp. It's a little bit different with everybody who wears one, but if it's enough, it's very... They can change your enunciation.
Let's go back a little bit more.
And when it does that, it changes the profile of your face. The last thing is artificial palates. We take an impression of the top of your mouth. They can change your enunciation. They can cause a slight lisp. It's a little bit different with everybody who wears one, but if it's enough, it's very useful.
Oh my God. Okay, so that's the video. So this woman right here, her name is Jonna Mendez. Okay, she had a famous husband, Fargo. He was Fargo or something. But anyway, she is back out. She has a book out, and the book is called The Moscow Rules. And she has a new book out that I'm going to go get and I'm going to go read. And she talks about, I'm going to play this because I feel so bad because poor Cecil. I mean, this came on early in the morning, and sometimes I wake up so early in the morning, and I always have it on MSNBC because I like MSNBC, but I'm kind of getting tired of talk and no action from them, so I'm not watching it as much. But anyway, this same woman, Jonna Mendez, she was on there promoting her book, and I'm going to play this video. Poor Cecil, but turn the volume down. Okay, and she's on the show, I believe it's Morning Joe with Willie Geist, who's also in my documentary. But anyway, so she talks about mask. She talks about mask and everything. And she talks about how mask technology has improved greatly in the past, I don't know, in the past, 10 years, well, 20 years now. And how people can fool anybody, right? And then she shows how she has a mask of how she fooled President Daddy Bush, H.W. Bush. And let me see if I can find that, okay? Find that mask. Let's see. Where is it? I know I saved it. It's a photo. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. This is this former CIA agent, and she is like the mistress, master of disguise. She's really good at it. And this is her right here. And she said President Bush did not even know that it was a mask and that she was wearing a mask. And this was technology in the 90s. So imagine how good the masks are now. Okay. And that's the same woman. That's her. That's her. And she had to tell him, she said, President Bush, we have some great technology, some great mask technology. He was like, okay, let me see it. Let me check it out. And she said, you're looking at it. And he almost fell off his seat because he could not believe that that was her, that was the same woman. And you put the palette in your mouth and you put a good mask on, nobody will know it's you. Okay. So we know that Michael was into, we know for a fact that Michael Jackson was into, that Michael Jackson, this is my Twitter page. Everybody sign up for my Twitter page, please. But everybody knows that Michael was the king of disguises, and he loved masks, and he loved, we see him in Thriller, all the way back in the 80s. We see him in Ghost. And those are both the Living Dead movies. He even turns into a machine and is thought to have died in Moonwalker. So everybody, lighten up on, Peter is a good guy. He's not a horrible guy. It should not cause as much, anger and hatred because I report on what Peter Michael Bobby has done to me. And these are all 100% the truth. How he does the things that he does, I do not know, unless the only answer I can come up with is he's Michael Jackson. I'm sorry. That's all I can come up with. If you guys can come up with another answer for it, please do. Okay, I have something else I want to show you guys, another magnificent Peter Michael Bobby moment. Okay, see this right here? Peter Medani, this was his old Facebook page. And he opened it on, he posted this picture May 13th, 2012, right? So guess what happened May 13th, 2012? Okay, let me do this. I should have had it up. I'm so sorry. How did he predict that? And this page was up for a long time because, it was up for a long time because I had seen it for a long time, but I wasn't really that much into screenshotting. So the only date that I have where I saved it was, here we go, Michael Jackson. Here we go, Wikipedia. And it came out in the USA. Wait a minute, I saw it. It came out in the USA. That was other countries. Okay, the Escape album. It was released in the United States on May 13th. Okay, how did he know that? In 2012, how did he know that? Okay, and it came out in other countries on the 9th, and it came out in, like some European countries, it came out on the 9th, but in the United States, it came out on the 13th. Okay, on right here, released May 13th. How did he know that in advance? Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And somebody came and saw me around that day on the 14th because, albums only come out, hold on. Albums used to come out only on Tuesdays, okay? In the USA, I believe it's Tuesdays is when the official album release date was nationally, and I think it was another day in the UK. But on the 14th, I didn't leave my house on the 13th. On the 14th, where in my Live 3 documentary, I show you guys the receipt when I went to Macy's. And this woman dressed like Miss Jane Pittman came and gave me a hug. And that's where You Got Hugs Keep You Alive. Because I got a hug that day. So it all matches. And then we don't even have to get into the rare pearl and the time between Bobby Anderson's supposed birthday, December 3rd or December 4th. And December 4th was when the Peter Pan play came out that Janet promoted. I mean, and Janet don't promote nothing. Hardly, right? And 7 months, 7 weeks, 7 days till Michael's birthday. And how do you do these things without being Michael Jackson? And this is all that I could come up with. Am I right? I don't know. But I have a right to report it and report on these things because if Michael's not dead, he has to be somebody. Right? So if you have another answer, also, I was going out. He knew I was going out. He told me I was going to see LaToya and Brenda Ritchie. I go exactly to the place where I tell him I was going, and lo and behold, there's Brenda Ritchie, LaToya, and Jeffrey. My God. I mean, so, and so for Go From Ashes, and me talking on the phone to So for Go From Ashes and saying, Janet's song feedback is a little too racy for me. And then the next day, So for Go From Ashes dances to Janet's feedback with no lyrics. I mean, how do you do these things? And then So for Go From Ashes has Michael's exact body, exact shape, exact mannerisms, dances just like him. Sometimes he tones it down, and there's two of them that I show you in the Alive trilogy. Oh, there's just so much info. But anyway, guys, I hope that I wasn't too, I don't know, discombobulated, and I did not have the wherewithal to save the Hugs Keep Me Alive until April 1st, which was 6 weeks before the album actually dropped. So, or, April 1st, and then it dropped May 9th at the earliest, so 5 to 6 weeks, but it dropped here in the USA on the 13th. How would he know this way back in 2012, or he predicted it in 2012? And here is my screenshot of when I thought to save this picture, which was 2000 and April 1st, April Fool's Day, 2014. Okay. So anyway, guys, I was just saying, it's not the end of the world. Okay. It's not the end of the world. If you don't believe that Peter is Michael, you don't have to. It's not the end of the world. But if I want to believe it and I want to report on the things that I think are exciting, I have that right to do it without being, called bad things. Okay? And what has he done that's so terrible? All he's done is share rare family photos and pictures and memorabilia, and lighten up. And if you guys see hate, just tell them don't hate. Love is better than hate. We're lovers, not fighters, right? So anyway, guys, I just wanted to kind of go over that stuff with you guys, and I will see you next time. I'm going to go buy that book. Matter of fact, I'm going to go on Amazon and buy it now. Okay, guys, I love you guys. You guys are the smartest, the best fans in the whole wide world. And hopefully tomorrow we'll get the judge's decision on whether he is going to allow the Michael Jackson estate versus HBO case to be arbitrated or be in state court. And he also mentioned maybe we should have it out with the Ninth Circuit, or maybe we should take it to the Supreme Court. And Jonathan Steinsapier was like, oh, no, let's not take it that far, So we'll see tomorrow. Hopefully we'll hear something from the judge tomorrow. And you guys know about, the Tome case settled, okay, for an undisclosed amount. So anyway, guys, I love you, and I will see you next time.